folks, I'm Tom Bassel.
And I'm Melody.
And today we're taking a look at Oh Captain, My Captain. That's all the line I remember of that poem. All right. Oh Captain is a game in which one person is the captain of a pirate ship and everyone else is a crew member trying to steal gold from one another.
Yep.
And then becoming the captain themselves. And then stealing gold and then becoming the captain themselves. And there's a lot of mutiny on this ship. Like, ridiculous amount. But let's take a look. One player is chosen to be the captain at the beginning of the game. Each player chooses a character. There's different characters that you can have, and they each have a special ability. If you're the captain, you're going to place it with the bottle side face up. Everyone else is going to place it this side face up to show their special ability. The captain will take this bottle, like I said. There's going to be a discard pile of cards underneath the bottle. The captain is allowed to look at these cards anytime they want. Each player is going to start with a purse, which is worth 1 coin at the end of the game, and everyone's going to start with 3 coins, except the captain will start with 5. This card is placed in the bottom 4 cards of the deck, and the deck is shuffled also, and it's going to be placed here in the treasure chest, which is going to be passed around from player to player. Now, the captain never takes a turn until he's not captain anymore. Instead, starting with the player next to the captain and going around the table, each person's going to take this chest. They're going to draw the top card. They're going to look at this top card, which is supposed to be in the bottom 4 cards, buddy. They're going to look at the top card. They then are going to tell the captain what the card is. You can lie or tell the truth. In front of each player is a listing of the 6 different cards that are in there. This is the Nomad, so there's actually only 5 cards. We have a grappling hook, a pistol, a dragon, a lamp, and this egg here. You're never even allowed to say the egg. If you ever draw one of those, you're forced to lie. So you're only going to say one of these 4 things. So you tell the captain what it is. The captain can then buy the card from you. So maybe he says, okay, so I draw a purse, for example, worth a coin. The captain then, and I say, it's a dragon. The captain gives me a coin, and I give him the card. The captain reveals it. It's not a dragon, ha ha ha. The captain still gets it, but I get a coin. And if it's an egg, that's even better because eggs are going to be worth negative things at the end of the game. If I say it's an item, let's say I say it's a pistol, and the captain buys it for me, and it is a pistol, the captain can use it right away. The captain could even use it on me. All right, and so what do the different things do? We should talk about that. The pistol makes someone else discard a card, one of their face-up or face-down cards, because some cards will be revealed. The dragon lets you steal a coin from another player, and the grappling hook lets you steal a card from another player. There's no benefit to the lanterns, except the lanterns are worth more points at the end of the game, and eggs are going to be worth negative points at the end of the game. So this is going to go around the table. Each player is going to tell the captain what they have. If the captain buys it from them for a coin, they give it to the captain. If the captain does not buy it, then they may use the card. So let's say I said I have a pistol, the captain doesn't buy it from me, so then I pick any player I want, I use the pistol on that player. That player then can call me a liar if they so desire. If they call me a liar and I'm telling the truth, not only do they get shot with the pistol, but they have to give me a coin. If they call me a liar and I'm not telling the truth, then the attack doesn't happen and I have to give them a coin. If they don't say anything at all, they get shot by the pistol or whatever I said, even if it's not a pistol. Now, at the beginning of your turn, if you have more coins than the captain does, which will happen after a while because the captain's going to use his coins and other people are going to get coins, then you have to decide, you must either declare a mutiny, in which case you become the captain, take the bottle, and all the cards that are discarded underneath the bottle, and look at them, or you can pay the captain a coin. Now, why would you pay the captain a coin? Maybe because you want him to deal with you well and have good things happen to you, and you get to draw cards and keep them while the captain has to pay them from other people. Either way, if you take the captainship, you also get a coin for doing so. This will continue until the Nomad Merchant shows up. At that point, the game is over. Everyone's going to count all the coins on the cards that they have. So the lanterns, the purses, and the actual coins that they've been collecting over the course of the game. Players will also get points. They'll get one of these flags if you have the most grappling hooks, most dragons, or most pistols. Each of these is worth 4 points. Most points is the winner. I also should mention, I said it earlier, but each player has a special ability that they can use. So, for example, this guy here, when he does mutiny against the captain and takes the bottle with the cards, he can take a card from the bottom of it. Sienna here, when she's a target of someone stealing a card, she picks which card gets lost. So each player has that special ability. Okay, first of all, the components here are really nice. I'm not sure I like that the box opens like this. That's kind of a pain. But everything fits in there, and I'm a big fan of the bottle. The bottle with the map inside. That just looks cool. The game looks cool. The coins are good. The artwork is good. You never draw a card and go, I wonder which card this is. There's like 5 cards, and you know what they are. The treasure, it's a little annoying, I think, passing the treasure box around with the deck of cards in. Yeah. But it's still a neat thing to have. Now, the game itself is a game in which, well, you can lie. The thing is, even if you want to tell the truth, sometimes you have to lie. What do you think about that part?
I thought that part was a lot of fun. Like, every time you got a dragon's egg, you gotta be like, okay, I don't want this, but also at the same time, you gotta, like, kind of make it believable. Or you just get unlucky and get it like 7 turns in a row. Is that how many times I got it?
No, it wasn't that many times, but...
Oh yeah, there's 7, so like 4 times.
But the thing is, and you have to lie when you get the dragon's egg, or whatever the egg is, it's some egg of something. You have to lie when you get that egg, but you also have to lie basically when you get a lantern. Because there's no reason to tell the captain, I got a lantern worth 2 points or 3 points. He's just probably going to take it from you. Although, I mean, it does make it possible for people to take from him. The lying part is interesting to me. I felt like it wasn't super interesting. It's basically each time you say something, it's very similar to the lying in coup. I'm going to steal a gold from you. You're lying or you're telling the truth. There's no in between. There's nothing else going on there. And the penalties are not horrible. Just lose another coin. But what did you think about the mutiny part?
I thought that was really interesting. Like, if you have more coins, you're the captain. Sometimes you don't want to be the captain. But...
Well, let me ask you that. I was wondering about that. How often do you think that happens where you don't want to be captain?
Well, sometimes it's easier to get a card if you're not the captain.
That's true, but I mean, the captain can always just buy the card from you.
True.
And it's also, I think it's more fun to be the captain. I just don't see very often in the mutiny where you're like, and the captain be like, you will allow me to remain captain. Or you'll do what? Lie to me? I don't know. I mean, and also the captain gets to look at the discard cards. The captain's a pretty powerful thing. But what did you think about these special abilities?
Each person, I don't know. I never really got to use mine. Well, I used it once.
I thought the guy who could steal a card from the discard pile
was really
when he
powerful.
became, that seemed a little more powerful than the rest.
Well, mine was also pretty powerful. I just never used it because I didn't have many cards. The whole, if you steal a card, I get to choose which card you steal.
Yeah, so here's the deal, folks. For me, I like the game. I think it's a fine little game. My worries are it's a little fragile in spots. It's easy for everybody to gang up on one person. There's not a lot of choices to make on your turn. It's not as deep as it seems. Like, for example, I'm going to steal a gold, or I'm going to steal a card, and you just make one up. And there's no real way to tell if someone's telling the truth or not. You just basically guess. And it feels like there might be one too many rules for what the game is. That being said, I think the artwork is really well done. It looks good, the theme works, and it is fun, and it does end. It does end before it gets too complex. It's 20 minutes on here. That's not a bad length for this type of game. What would be your final thoughts?
The game was a lot of fun. Like, sometimes I was like, it's a good thing it's a short game, because if it was longer, I think it would be a little too repetitive after a while. So the length of time was good. And overall, yes, good small game.
What would you rate it?
Like a 7.
Okay. I'd actually give it a 6 myself. I think that it's good for what it is, but I feel like that it's missing a little bit of a punch, but I still enjoyed playing it. So, folks, that is Oh Captain. I'm Tom Bassel.
And I'm Melody.
And this has been Double Trouble.
Boo!
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at DicetowerNetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool Stuff, in stock. Check them out at coolstuffinc.com.